But the East Germans attacking in force. Really cool attack. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one we're moving on to Stage 9 and Phase 14 of my Allied Surge Warpath. Previously we did exceptionally well. We managed to get total domination, which has left us with 343 operational authority. We're probably going to be moving on to the Escort against the East Germans next, as that kind of switches things up from playing against the Soviets. But let's go ahead and spend these points. I think it's about time we just max out our task force, and since we have plenty of cash, we could probably put some more points into deployment points, which would be nice, and then we can top up our tanks, and we're looking pretty good on numbers here. I'll restore some of the M1A1s. I probably should grab some engineer support, so we'll pop that in there. And that'll do nicely. Alright, let's go to events. We're going to get a Steel Rain. A DP ICM barrage tactical aid is available during this phase. That's very nice. Alright, let's go. Like, considering these are random events, we're getting so lucky. It's really good to get these good events earlier on as well, because it means that like later on, if we start our luck starts turning it badly, then it's not going to be so much of an issue because we're already powerful by then. Okay, so reinforcements of the enemy are coming in from both sides. This is really nasty. This is going to be a tough old escort. We're going to want to try and like lock down their troops further back here. It's a cool map. This is the airport map, like this one. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we can kind of defend from up on the ridge here. I'm gonna have to dot around a lot of these recon just to make sure that I can see everything that's going on. We'll put them like so. I'll have one on this side as well that kind of watches over that side. Then we're going to need one here, of course, one like back there. I'll have one that kind of sits at Delta, maybe on the left side. We can have one right side, sorry, and this one can sit on the left side like so. Yeah, so I've just got to be careful of them like kind of flanking round. Like if they come from here, go straight towards this objective, that would be pretty bad for us. But this is where we spawn, so I guess that's not so much of an issue. The main thing will be defending in this direction, so we'll put the M1A1s here. And we'll put the Leopards over here. Let's see. Put the Leopards maybe on this ridge. Maybe I can move that recon. Oh, I guess we could just leave it there. It's fine. On this side, yeah, we probably want to have some infantry sitting in these trees. So let's put the BMP 1Ps over here. We'll bring the Schützen in with them. They can all work together and dig in on that left side. At Delta, we're probably going to want something here as well. Maybe just something up on the ridge behind is not a bad idea, just to kind of cover the objective from a distance. Then we can use some T-55s. These can help defend from India. Yeah, my main concern is here, going straight towards the exit, here, kind of flanking this way towards the exit. This one's not as much of a problem because I can just block it off on this end. I will put my Humvees maybe a little bit further back, and we'll just let them engage. That's absolutely fine. We do have the Bradleys. I think Bradleys would be useful over here. We get some more T-72s and then the Bradleys with those, and they can be like a little bit of a mobile force that helps defend on this side. Needs be. I'll put the T-72s in the trees there, with the Bradleys like just behind. Okay. But I suspect they're going to come through this tree line, which then they'll bump into all of this infantry. So that would be okay. We'll bring supply with those. I will need supply over there. I can use mortars. We'll put these mortars in the trees there. And we'll have mortars with the infantry there as well. Acacias could be useful. We have the Lukes here. What I might do with the Lukes is we can have the Lukes drive up on this left side just to keep eyes. Then I don't have to keep the T-72 and M3 there the whole time. We can actually move them more towards India. And then I'm thinking we might need some units, you know, like Gulf Hotel side of things. Shifting things around all the time is going to be a bit awkward. We'll keep KDA here, just in case. And maybe I can bring a leader with those. Although I should keep the leader with the majority of my forces, because that will be a lot more useful. Let's have my T-55 leaders over here. Okay. I'll just confirm that for now. Maybe just bring in the Strata, that's fine. Let's go. So these 3 infantry can put themselves in this tree line. We'll have the mortars move into the tree line, dig themselves in. The supply can be in between all of those. My tanks here need to kind of move over to the left side a little bit. I guess we won't move them too much. Supply can come back and dig themselves in. Beautiful. Okay, so first things first, we need to get my Lukes here to go for a little ride over here. We'll put them on hold fire so they don't reveal themselves. And whilst I do like these being dug in this position, thinking I might move them up to these buildings. We've got to hope that the Schützen can spot the units if they're heading this direction towards Gulf. If they randomly pop out at Gulf, for example, like behind me, it's going to be real awkward. Let me just area recon the spawn there. We do have 2 DPICM, which is really nice. We should be able to kill any artillery that is attacking my defensive positions quite quickly. We're going to pack up the KDA and they can make their way to Kilo, as I think they're just attacking through this town right now. Which is why I've shifted my leopards over here. Right, there it is, artillery DPICM. We're just going to back it up. That way we're not being targeted by so many at once. We want to just be able to take on these T-55s one by one. But these Germans attacking in force. Really cool attack with the BTRs there and the infantry. And the tanks getting taken out in the open. Very cool. My own T-55's getting involved. I may have to move over some supply here to keep these leopards topped up. I do have rally, so we can use that on our leopards. Make sure they maintain their accuracy. Absolute carnage on the front here. Flanking shots coming across on the T-55s. Certainly very helpful. That's one wave dealt with. We're kind of in a bit of a weak spot there. I need them to kind of push through here, really. I'm just going to keep the Lukes hiding in there. Hopefully they don't get spotted by reinforcing recon units, because that would be very deadly for them. There's only 3 tanks in that formation. That should be pretty simple for us to take out. I'm trying to think if there's like a place here where I can go that would be less conspicuous. Maybe down here would be better. We're being attacked on this side now. The Abrams should have no problem at all dealing with all of this stuff. But the East Germans, they don't quite have the same quality of tanks as the Soviets. So, gonna be a bit of a turkey shoot. The main thing will be just making sure that they don't outflank us and get to the convoy somehow. They're in negative cover because they're boarding that little lake. Alright, those can fall back. Wonderful. Some T-55s cutting across. We're going to have to start shifting the Leopards again. We'll do the artillery DPICM there, and we're going to do the MLRS one over there. Oh, that's the rocket one. Oh wow, the rocket one's intense. The rocket one is very intense, it's very quick as well. Destroyed both of those units. Unfortunately didn't get the better of those ones though. Yeah, that MLRS DPICM is very nice. I could probably try and run and kill the grads. Oh, that's a very, very large concentration of units on this side. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to kind of fall back here. I'm going to have to rally them. Very large concentration. We'll let these fire. We just need to let them recover. There's a Chieftain Mark 11 there, which is nice. Helping us out. Alright, those M1A1s, they gotta go. Meanwhile, my T-55s are gonna have to fall back. And hold the line for us. Get these T-72s to come over here. There's plenty of stuff at Delta. As soon as the M1A1s are ready to go again, we're going to bring them back in on this side. It looks like I could also potentially use some infantry here, so let's start moving M113s over here with infantry. Oh, those T-55s went a little bit too far. A tad. They'll have to be replaced. That's a good point. I guess we're escorting British forces. Since they're the ones helping us defend. I'm just going to move my Strela over here, because we did see the helicopter near this spawn. So, likely there's going to be more where that came from. Don't know about these guys. I think we can probably think about moving them more towards India. Only 6 minutes left on this phase. Oh, Oh, they're creeping right through on that backside. That's no good. Air defense threat high. We'll try for it anyway. Where am I flying in from? Ah, from this direction. Okay. Yeah, the shulker's gonna stop them. It's a shame. Or not. One of them got through. Huge. I may have to start moving this leopard over here, actually.
Five minutes remaining.
Yeah, let's leave these leopards where they are. We got the M1A ones coming over pretty quickly, so we should be alright. I don't think there's any more reinforcements coming in on the Escort, so them attacking the entry is not terrible for us. However, we don't want them to cap it, because otherwise we're going to have to cap it back at the start of the next phase, which would make things very awkward for us. For the M1A ones, they can just kind of plow into Echo from this direction. It should be okay. We'll get my T-72s out of there. Preferably, I don't want to lose one. We want to get the supply over. Good hits there. Really good hits. Getting low on ammo though. And one of them just went down. Unfortunate. Okay. We're gonna need to have the Humvees shift over to the left side because we have no idea if they're going to be able to get on the arrival. I'm gonna have to put one there and one here because they were creeping through that left side. But at least these M1A ones can kind of sit on the hill now and they should be able to protect this area. Meanwhile, leopards going in. We'll move the looks back because the T-55s are coming straight towards us. My supply may as well pull back and get some more. We'll just area recon this so the leopards got better eyes. Another situation where I'm going to have to pull back so we're not targeted so much.
One minute remaining.
I think the mortars have been doing a good job. But we're going to want to unload those. And unload these.
Zone lost.
T-72's in trouble. We'll just fall them back for now. Small back with this Streller as well. Alright, there it is. Very minimal losses. Only 12 dead, 42 wounded. They lost a lot. 308 and 821. Abrams, of course, doing a great job. Leopard as well. T-55. Tanks doing a great job. Anywhere there's going to be an open map like this, the tanks are always going to carry you. Especially if you have the right positions. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some more engineer support. I'm going to get those restored. We could go for like more signals intelligence now. I could whack this all the way up to max. And then that will help us see exactly where they're coming in. Not quite max, but close enough. Not quite sure what's worth restoring. Probably the M3 Bradley and the supply. Awesome. Right, let's go to events. Tankbuster, a guided airstrike tactical aid. Wow, okay. Sure, let's do it. Allied Surge, phase 15, stage 9 at 6 p.m. So we'll put down a few more of our defenses. And I might be able to even afford maybe like a Malutka, an extra Malutka or something. Did they capture Golf? How did that happen? Interesting. Well, we'll put some... We've got eyes there anyway. We've got eyes here. We'll put some more eyes on this ridge. I'll put an anti-tank emplacement, I think, in this tree line. And we'll do, like, obstacles on this side. In case they get through, we can have those be nice and annoying there to hold them up. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, I just need my T-55s back in here. And then I'm going to put in my commander over here as well. Put the commander on the ridge just to make the leopards slightly better. Put the M3s with those. And then the T-72s. Well, we can use them on this left side as well. Okay, that should be everything. Let me just adjust these actually, because I can get them dug in. Good. All right, let's go. So the A-10 guided is 4 aircraft. Interesting. Yeah, what's going on here? They're like behind us. We're gonna have to make sure we clear that out ASAP. I'm a bit worried about that. Didn't see them coming behind me there. But yeah, we can see roughly where the units are moving now, which is certainly going to be helpful. We must have just got pincered while I wasn't paying attention. Let's do an area recon. We can identify more of what is there. Bring in that A-10 guided strike. Oh, they fire 4 shots each, I see. Alright, we just gotta capture this back ASAP. Good. Oh wow, look at all of that units. Those units coming in. We're gonna have to get ready to defend against that wave. That's a huge amount of units.
Zone captured.
All of those units can get moving now. We'll bring up the M1A1s to deal with this lot. The T-55s can move over here. Those Panzergrens, they're going to have to fall back. They will end up pulling back the wrong way though. Oh, they retreated like basically instantly. That's not so bad. Gonna get another A-10 guided strike to help us clean that out, because that's a lot of stuff. Have to focus the 80 gems. Good. And we can really see how crazy things are getting now. It's just so many units. We'll rally the Abrams. Like rocket artillery coming in as well. I'm going to try and keep the numbers up on these units, because then I can just heal them back to full. It's the only trouble with doing that. It's just like when they all start getting low, they just all pop at once. Okay, the day is saved for now. Just gonna get the T-72s and the T-55s to start heading over here to help the Abrams out. I think this front seems to be going okay. So I'm not too worried about it. It's this front down here that's a bit of a pickle right now. I'll get some Panzergrounds and the Pioneers to come back in, and that way we can stack them up with the High Mustardson on the left hand side there. Getting a bit much for the Leopards. And we got the A-10s coming in. Let's give these a rally. Rally is huge in situations like this, it really is. Wait, did they just carve through the middle? What's happening here? They just kill all of those British forces? That's not good. Well, we didn't get maximum points, that's for sure. We dropped some victory points there. I missed that entirely. That's really bad. Yeah, lost a couple of habits there. Lost the FP432s. Track Rapier went down. Lost like 5 of those units. That's really, really bad. I don't know how they managed to get through to there. That's crazy. They must have just come through this tree line and then this recon didn't see it. Because I would have assumed that they would have seen it. But maybe that was my downfall, you know? Getting complacent. Because as you can see, you have to get pretty close to actually spot things sometimes. Okay, then M1A1 can go home now. Yeah, so I would have expected if they got to Hotel for them to have come through these reinforcements first at Delta, but yeah, they must have just snuck through in between my recon. It's the same with this one. I think it's kind of giving me a full sense of security because it can't actually see that far out. So if they just drive straight down here, which they did to get to Gulf, then I'm not going to see it. This is why it's so difficult when you have the enemy coming in from both sides on an escort mission. It's really tough. I'm just going to make sure my Abrams coming back in, and we're going to stack up my units here so we can use this supply to fix them up. Kind of waiting for these to make a move, but maybe we can just get the Strela to go and engage them. There's a big push coming through here. The timing's always just off with supply. It's like I'm getting it in just as we start fighting again. And then because we're fighting, like, they can't repair. Looks like in this case, I may have just got ahead of it. Like if we select my Humvees, for example, oh, you can see the vision range here. They should be able to spot anything, like sneaking through. And the Panzer guns can just sit in the corner of this sector just to hold that. But 5 minutes remaining. Yeah, those pioneers, quite happy for them to dig themselves in there. And it looks like there's more units maybe heading towards Gulf. Maybe we should move to intercept. I'll have the KDA move down into these buildings.
Five minutes remaining.
Okay, not long now. I think that might be the last of the escort coming through. Area recon here. Yeah, I think they're kind of pushing through towards Gulf. If I can get my Humvees over here. Just to scout for these The thing is with this intel is it's obviously not like 100% accurate, especially on like location. I guess like the closer it is to it pinging, the closer it is accurate, but regardless in this case, just getting the Humvees over here ASAP. Should be able to see kill these units. Estrella there managing to stop one of those strikes. Actually managed to stop both. Lovely. Very good. Right, cutting that off is perfect. That supply is going to get used up because it's not going to be enough for the leopards. We'll bring the supply over from this left-hand side just to help with the leopards that are damaged. Alright, now the KDA and they need to fight some Schutzen. They should be okay. Their AT is a bit crap though, so might take them a little while to take out the vehicles. They're holding though, which is great. Oh wow, the Shulker there getting melted by the machine guns on those vehicles. Perfect. It looks like we're not going to win that one. Bit of a shame. We can just fall back, just make sure we maintain the veterancy on the KDA. Right, looks like we're going to try and peek out of the end of that tree line again, just to make sure we can see what's going on in the last minute of the game.
One minute remaining.
Ready.
I think we'll just try and save tactical aid. I could obviously bring some in here and probably get some good hits with the A10s, but I don't think it's worth it in this situation. T-72s can just back up and take as many with them as possible. Keep the Humvees out the way. T-55s are defending Delta, but they've actually managed to dig themselves in as well, so that's great. Just keep backing it up here. There we go. Beautiful. 38 dead this time around. Unfortunate. Certainly quite a few more losses, and we did lose a few units of the Escort, which is not ideal. So we lost a few victory points, but I don't think it will be too many. It shouldn't impact the campaign as a whole that much. But that is stage 9 concluded. We'll be moving on to stage 10. And yeah, what a difficult escort mission that was, really, just because they were coming in from everywhere to attack that line. Very difficult to cover the entire front. Next time around, I guess we'll probably do a defense against the Czechoslovakians. That should be fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.